forgets. Ain't no good reason for getting all depressed. Fire up your pad and pencil, I give you a piece of my mind. In my opinion, nation, the sun is gonna surely shine. Stop all your fussing, slap on a smile. Come out and walk in the sun for a while. Don't fight the feeling, you know you wanna have a good time. And in my opinion, nation, the sun is gonna surely shine.
My husband helped me.
My coach helped me.
My mother helped me.
These people are talking about how family and friends help them get professional help for clinical depression, an illness that's more than the blues. Depression can cause persistent sad moods, loss of pleasure in ordinary things, difficulty remembering, and feelings of worthlessness. Effective treatments are available. Help someone you know become a success story. Call today for a free brochure.
Where have all the children gone? Long time passing.
Where have all the children gone? Long time ago.
Where have all the children gone? Gone to graveyards one by one.
Oh, when will we ever learn? Oh, when will we ever learn?
Every day, 10 children are killed by gunfire. The killing won't stop unless you help stop it. Call 1-800-WE-PREVENT to find out what you can do. Not one more lost life. Not one more grieving family. Not one more.
Oh, when will we ever learn?
This program is about unsolved mysteries. Whenever possible, the actual police officials and individuals involved aid in recreating the events. This is not a news broadcast.
Clothing wherever we go. Clothing has been an integral part of our lives for thousands and thousands of years. And when clothing gets worn, it gets dirty, and it has to be washed, and it has to be dried. Modern electrical and gas dryers have been around for decades, but do we really know all there is to know about these marvels of technology?
Johnson City, Tennessee. Small city of 50,000 nestled in the hills of East Tennessee, deep in the heart of the Appalachian Mountains. Here, hundreds of people wash and dry their clothing every day, just like Bertha Louise did on December the 14th, 1993.
I went in to do my laundry just like any other day, and I threw in some washcloths, some towels, and my pantyhose, and a pair of socks. And whenever I went to take everything from the wash and put it into the dryer, everything was there. But when I went back to get it from the dryer, I just had one sock. I don't know what happened to the other one.
Meanwhile, just a few miles across town, Hector Linville was also doing a load of laundry that included one pair of socks.
Well, I came home from work and I was going to take a shower, and I noticed that I didn't have any clean clothes. So I, went to the washroom to wash the clothes, and I noticed some socks along the way, so I threw them in the washer with it. And I took them out of the washer, and I know I put both socks in there into the dryer. And when I got it out of the dryer, there was only one sock there, and that's when I picked up the phone.
Unsolved Mysteries has uncovered the 911 recording of that evening.
911 emergency.
It's gone, man. It's gone. I put it in there, and it's gone. I don't know what to do.
Wait a minute. What's gone, sir?
My sock. I put it in the dryer, and it didn't come out. It's gone.
Okay, did you put a pair of socks in the dryer?
Yeah. There were two of them, yeah. I put them in the dryer, and only one came out.
Okay, calm down. We have an officer dispatched to your location. Can you stay on the line with me?
Okay, man, I'll try.
Bertha and Hector both headed detailed investigations into their cases. The police found nothing. Just whatever happens to that lost sock? Do we simply lose it, or is there an unknown force at hand?
If you have any information regarding the disappearance of socks in modern gas or electric dryers, please write to the Johnson City Police Department or call our hotline number 1-500-876-5353. For every mystery, there is someone, somewhere, who knows the truth. Join us next time when we investigate why there's corn in the toilet when you haven't eaten it in weeks, and then maybe you can solve a mystery.
And now, fractured philosophies. I'm pretty sure Scooby and Shaggy smoke marijuana because Shaggy always has the same grungy clothes on, Scooby's naked, and they always have the munchies. This has been Fractured Philosophies.
The year was 1997. The International Chess League World Championship was held on the frozen tundra of Kiev in the Soviet Union. Facing off were two of the world's greatest chess players of all time. Russia's Nikolai Cheminsky, looking for his third consecutive championship, and the United States' Gary Fisher looking for his second world title. That winter day would prove to deliver the most exciting Super Bowl of chess ever played.
Well, I like to get focused, and I oftentimes stare down my opponent. It's sort of the intimidation factor. I like to put fear into them from the beginning. It also helps me to get rid of the neurotic thoughts that float around in my head from time to time. The first move is always the most important, and I usually take quite a bit of time to strategize about my first move, because if you get out on the right foot, that's the way the game's going to go.
Struggling to make a move, the American finally settled on moving a pawn one space forward. Yet the defending Russian, recognizing the powerful threat, reached into his bag of tricks for a hypnotizing defense.
When I made first move against American scum, I was thinking, this one's in the bag. Hooray for Russia. They will be extremely, extremely proud of me. Nikolai, I will not let them down. American will not defeat me.
Cheminsky's daring moves would set off a rampage of fast-paced chess action fans of this awesome sport adore.
Well, we were moving each piece frantically. At one point in the game, each of us were in a zone, and we pretty much knew what the other player was going to do. I felt like he was reading my mind.
But late in the second hour, the champions had whittled themselves down to the bare essentials. The Russian great had placed Fischer in check, and the American racked his brain and noticed his only way out. Cheminsky had overlooked an obscurity, and Fischer grabbed the opportunity by the nads.
Well, when he got me in check with the queen, I was crushed. I thought there was no way out. And then I saw the queen out of the corner of my eye, and I made the move.
Fischer had won the 1997 championship, but the Russians' uncontrolled anger spurred the first ever International Chess League brawl. competition not only took a beating on the chessboard, but also in an old-fashioned round of fisticuffs.
Anger raged inside me like never before. Felt like 20 million suns burning from the inside. And you know it does not get too warm in Russia, so it's a little different feeling for me. I just was not able to control it. And all I saw was the red. Red like homeland country. Fisher was to die.
Well, in all the years that I've played chess, I've been playing since I was 6 years old, I've never had a commie bastard come across the table at me. So I did what any American would do. I whipped his ass.
I don't know if OJ was guilty or not, but it sure was boring.
P for justice.
I've never been out of the United States, but I have been to the moon.
P for distance.
They say there's nothing better than sex. I disagree.
P for pleasure.
I've never been to the Grand Canyon, but I hear it's deep.
P for depth.
They say close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, but you haven't seen my commode.
P for accuracy.
CKP, a new fragrance from Calvin Klein. Just P.
Just P. Caption, please. Thanks.
Oh man, not you again.
How can I help you, sir?
Listen, I want to take a leak, wash my hands by myself, okay?
But I bought a towel.
Yeah, no, I'm sure it's a nice towel.
But it comes from the island of Madagascar, sir.
No thanks, I don't think I'll need it.
Oh, well, very well. Have you heard the latest news on the various different diseases you can catch from the urinal, such as Ebola, E. coli, multiple sclerosis, emphysema?
Wait a minute, you can't catch MS and emphysema from a toilet?
That's not what Jane Polly said, sir.
Well, Jane Polly is sleeping with Stone Phillips anyway.
Well, I think it was Tom Brokaw, actually. Can I show you to the sink, sir?
No thanks, I think I can find it.
Oh, but let me help you. Well, surely, sir, there's something I can do for you. Let me get the mirror for you, sir.
It's all right.
What? That I'll put it on glass plus. It's really cool. Let me see it. I got it off there for you. Oh, righty then. Let's see. How about a really large rubber band, sir?
What the hell am I going to use that for?
Well, you might have got a ponytail.
Well, look, I don't have a ponytail.
Well, some people got ponytails. That's what I got it for. A cigarette, sir. Want a cigarette?
I don't smoke.
No smoking. Okay, how about windshield rain repellent from Prestone, sir?
What the hell is that?
Well, you might have got glasses.
Well, I don't have glasses. Even if I did, why would I use that?
Well, the astronomy professor does on a wet outdoor day.
Well, he thinks he's a Canadian Mountie half the time. He's a nutcase.
It's called paranoid schizophrenia, sir. Please use the correct term. I've got CKP cologne right here, the latest thing from Calvin Klein.
Keep it away
careful of your torso, sir.
Here, it smells like Tomcat spray. I don't want it.
Oh, it does not, sir. It does not. I got hemorrhoid ointment.
Get that stuff away from me. I don't even want to know why it's half empty anyway.
Well, the custodian down the hall.
I don't want to stop.
Let me get that for you.
Listen, you're not a bathroom attendant, all right? I mean, look at you. You got a t-shirt, a hat on. You don't even dress like a bathroom attendant. This is a university bathroom. Drop the English accent. It's phony. People are getting annoyed with your antics here.
You know what, I guess you're right. I mean, all my life I wanted to be a bathroom attendant. I mean, ever since I saw that movie.
Where does strange music come from?
Don't worry about the music. It's where you're going. There are better things out there than bathroom attending.
Well, I guess there probably are. I don't know why I've been wasting my time in here, but it's like I said, I saw the movie. I mean, the guy in the movie that was helping the people, man, he made a difference. This guy, he had a vision. He was all together. He had something going in his life, and that's something I don't have. I mean, I was going to be a proctologist until the hamster incident, but I guess I do need to get out of this mess and actually have a vision in my life.
That's what I'm talking about right there. You need to get a vision. Get something to look for.
Would you cut that music out? It's getting on my nerves. Thanks. You know what, man? Appreciate it, man. Thanks, man. I tell you what, I'm gonna get this stuff. I'm gonna get it out of here. I'm put it back in the box. I'm gone. You've saved my life, man.
Well, I'm proud of you.
Appreciate it.
This stuff out here. See if I can't.
That was beautiful, man, but your English accent. Oh, sir, let me help you out a little bit. I've got this CKP one. Can I get a little bit on your chest, sir? Yes, Molly. Ah, good deal, great, sir. You got anything else over there? I got a big rubber band.
Come on in. Oh, hey. You are,
Chris Benson.
Okay, Kevin Langley, official NASCAR interview coordinator. Sent me up from Charlotte Motor Speedway. I understand this is your first Winston Cup race this weekend.
That's correct.
Okay, generally what they have me do with NASCAR is I'm the interview coordinator. I show you how to conduct your interviews with the various different media that you'll be dealing with this weekend, print and television and radio. And you'll have these interviews and the same criteria apply for each of them. And first of all, though, I want to know if you ever done an interview before for racing?
I got interviewed in a fair one time before late model stock. It was at the fair, though.
Not at the racetrack? No. Okay, so you've never done a bush race either?
No, never even driven in a bush race.
Okay, what's your background?
It's late model stock, like I said, and an ARCA.
Okay. Well, that might present a slight problem. We'll have to see. Okay, you know, qualifying. ESPN2 does a lot of the Winston Cup qualifying. Now, what they're going to do, if you're a new face in the crowd, they may interview you just for that purpose. They may do it if you have a good run. So they'll always, however, whichever way it goes, they'll ask you, how's the car? 3 things you got to do. It's pretty good or a little bit off, no variations on it whatsoever. And number 2, you got to mention the sponsors. You got a sponsor? You got a sponsor?
Yeah, Nutter Butter and Red Roof Ends.
Okay, okay, that's good. Mention Nutter Butter, Red Roof Ends, all that good stuff. Then the guys worked hard all week. Do you know who the guys are?
Pit crew?
It's not only the pit crew, it's a common misconception. It's also the guy who drives your hauler. It is your owner, people that not only work on the cars, but help get them to the racetrack and back the funding for your races, and even your wife. So,
my wife?
Well, yeah, anybody that's there at the track that helps you through the race, that's one of the guys. So you got to mention that. Okay, you got an accident scene possibly crop up if you spin out of the race or whatever, you hit the wall or whatnot during the race. Can you just let that sit over there? Monitor that if you don't mind. It's one of my prized possessions. Okay, let me get this fly over here. Get this ass out of the way. All right, now we got an accident cropping up, okay? Say you wreck on the backstretch. 5 things, just one of them deals. Very important, you have to say that. Number 2, sponsors in the car. Number 3, the car's running good or a bit off, just like the qualifying thing, no variations. And I hate it for the guy. Remember, just kind of, you know, that one. I hate it for the guys. Got to say that, and we'll get them next week. You always must end with we'll get them next week. 5 things, you got them? All right. Post-race, you got a good run. They're going to come up to you. They're going to say something like, how about that super run today or whatnot. You finished 5th or whatnot, something like that. And first thing you got to do is you're paying attention. Just happy to be here. All right? You with me? Happy to be here.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah. Number 2, sponsors.
Sponsors.
Number 3, the guys. Again, always the guys is in every interview, and the sponsors in every interview. Number 4, the car ran great all day, else they wouldn't be interviewing you. And number 5, you're looking forward to next week at Martinsville, Pocono, Loudon, Michigan, wherever the hell you're going. You got it? Okay, so those are primarily the criteria that you'll be going by. Next thing we need to do, I'm going to take on the position of, say, Jerry Punch, Dave Despain, Bill Weber, one of those guys, as if we're at a qualifying race here. You've just qualified in the top 10, right? And here, Dr. Jerry Punch down the pits with latest Winston Cup driver Chris Vinson. Yeah, Chris Vinson, car qualified in the top 10. How is it this weekend?
Well, the car's pretty good. It's a bit off. It was good in 1 and 2, and then
Wait a minute. You said pretty good and a bit off.
Well,
It's one or the other.
I mean, if it's pretty good, it can still not be great and be a bit off.
Okay, there's something you got to understand, man. Your fans don't give a rat's ass if your car is a little bit off or pretty good. They want to know if it's one or the other. They don't care if it's tight in 1 or 2. All they want to know is that your sponsor's on that hood, you're going to be racing this weekend, and that your car is running pretty good or a little bit off. No variations, man. Can you just keep that straight? If you can do that, you'll be all right, okay? Let's say there's an accident here at Bristol. You wreck on the backstretch, somebody runs into you, whatnot, your car's not going to make it, you're standing outside the car, it's crashed, you're not going to be able to do anything, so Dr. Jerry Punch is in the pits with Chris Vinson, who just hit the wall hard. Yeah, Chris Vinson looked like quite a melee coming off the backstretch. What happened out there, buddy?
Well, the car was running pretty good. It was a little bit off, though, and I got... Wait a minute. I just told you, if you're going to say pretty good, you don't say a little bit off. You told me you got that. Well, I was going to say it was a...
What the hell's the matter with you?
I was going to say it was a... You see, there's nothing the matter with...
Wait a minute, stop.
You said that I got hit or whatever I was going to say.
Yeah, I know that. But if the car is a little bit off, then it's not going to be pretty good.
Well, see,
if your car is pretty good, it's not going to be a little bit off. Have we got that part straight?
Yep. Pretty off and a bit good.
Let's try to continue this interview. Let's say the car is pretty good. Now, what happened down on the backstretch?
Well, I got hit in the ass by Earnhardt.
Oh, God, no. You can't go blaming people, man. Your sponsors don't want you to go out there and dog somebody else. They want you to talk about them and talk about how the race went and that your sponsors the car. It's just one of them deals and you're running pretty good and you hate it for the guys and you'll get them next week. They don't want to hear you blame it on somebody. That's not good. You're going to piss your fans off.
Bobby Hamilton blames people, though. So does Kyle Petty.
Okay, let me ask you this, though, Mr. Vinson, if you think you know so much about racing. How long has Mr. Bobby Hamilton been racing?
Too long.
Well, all right then. He can get by with that stuff. You're a new face in the crowd. You're a new fish. You just can't walk in and start trying to take over, all right? You need to get this cocky ego out of your skull right now, all right? Now, let's try a post-race interview. You just finished 5th, and Dr. Jerry Punch has got you in the pits after a super run. Now, Chris Vinson, you just finished 5th today. Great run. What do you got to say?
Well, the car ran pretty good all day. I was a little tight coming out of 3 and 4 most of the day, but a couple of corrections. Car's still a bit off towards the end.
No. Let me ask you this, man. You're really beginning to piss me off. If the car is a little bit off and it's pretty good at the same time, and you finished 5th, then how can it be a little bit off? All right.
Well, if it wasn't,
I'm not understanding.
If it wasn't a little bit off, I would have won the race.
I know. Oh, jeez. No, you wouldn't have won the race because you're a rookie and you suck. That's why, all right? That's what people are going to say. You need to get this damn alter ego out of your head right now. Nobody gives a rat's ass whether or not you won that race. By God, you finished 5th, all right? And you're a rookie. That's damn good, all right? So you don't need to say that. You need to be happy to be here. You need to mention your sponsors. Car ran great all day. You love it for the guys. They did a good job. They worked hard all week. And you're looking forward to next week at Darlington, all right?
It's all about the sponsors then, right? You care less about me, right?
That's exactly right. You're finally beginning to see it. That's what NASCAR Winston Cup racing is all about. We're selling beer and cigarettes to kids, okay?
What happened to the good old...
Cigarettes and beers to kids, cigarettes and beers to kids. No, what we're doing here is we're getting your sponsor exposure so you can continue to have fun and race and make a little bit of money, all right? You're not here to talk about Chris Vinson. You're here to talk about the sponsors. And you think about what I told you, all right? You go out there, you got to practice here in about 30 minutes. Now, if they interview you on television or on the radio, I'll be listening. You do me a good job, because my job is on the line here, buddy. You get that damn ego out of your head, all right? You think you can handle it?
I'll give her a shot.
All right. Hey, nice to meet you. Don't be screwing with my trophies next time you come in here.
If I win, I'm going to say all that stuff you hate.
You better not. Damn rookies. That guy's going to get me to lose my job. I just know he will.
Dick Trickle is in for service. The crew goes to work on the right side. One round of wedge taken out the left rear. They raise the spoiler just a bit. Left side rubber is on. The extra man over the wall wipes down the windshield, throws Trickle a fifth of Jack Daniels and a pack of Marlboros. He's down and away.
And as Dick Trickle leaves his pits, I've got Chris Vinson down here who was involved in that crash on the backstretch. What happened out there, Chris?
Well, I'll tell you what, I got the Nutter Butter Sport up there a little too high in the turn. It was running pretty good, but, you know, just a miscue on my part. But I tell you what, we're gonna pack it up and we'll be back at Martinsville next week. But I tell you what, I hate it for the guys. This Nutter Butter crew's been working hard all year, but we're going to get them. We run pretty strong all year, and we'll be back. We'll see you guys at Martinsville.
That's Chris Vinson. Let's go back upstairs.
That's my boy.
Vast geological changes will end all life on Earth this week. We'll have the story at 11.
Child abuse in America has reached an all-time high. The way in which we as parents can help put an end to such tragedy is to give our kids the love and respect they desperately need.
Man, I'm hungry.
Shut up! Shut up! I don't want to tell you again, shut your mouth, little bastard. Parents, I urge you, it is our duty as Americans. Damn it, Junior!
Did you say we were going to buy toilet paper this week?
We don't need toilet paper. We got newspaper, okay? Now shut up. Parents, guardians, whomever.
It's getting crusty.
Shut up, crusty. Damn it. Parents, listen to me. It is our moral responsibility to care for our children.
Dad.
Shut up! And now you know. You know, nobody dreams about being a car thief. But you know, that's because they're not good at it. All you need is a few classes in banking and a little bit of street knowledge.